Hey guys, it's March 11th, 2021. It's about 9:20 Eastern, so let's take a look how Nano Dimension performed today. So it's a long-awaited day for Nano Dimension. It was the scheduled press release for the Q4 2020 results, their earnings report. So I'm not going to really go into their earnings report. I mean, I haven't really had a chance to review it in detail, but I know that it was perceived to be well. I mean, I think they made it in revenue, but missed it on the EAPS. So and that was kind of I believe to be expected. But the earnings, the revenue beat was good. So today before the announcement, we kind of gapped up a little bit and then kind of broke down. And then news came and then found out to be positive. So the market perceived it to be well. We did quite a bit of a run up here. We went from as low as 882 as high as 1079 in that run up here, roughly from opening bell to about 10:10. So, and then we took our rest and continued to pound at this wall at 11:15 throughout the day. So we're looking to have a crack at it again tomorrow, and hopefully we'll continue going. So right now, it seems like the GANs have provided well for where things are going to be headed to. And if we clear tomorrow, we should arrive about here and hoping to go as high as maybe here. And there's a reason behind that thought. Which I'll share with you guys as we progress. So that may be a little too high. Maybe I'm thinking that it'll be around here. Yeah, and then just kind of either right up this angle here or just kind of go sideways. So we'll see how it goes as the day progresses. Maybe we'll find ourselves pre-market, get on this angle here, kind of ride up slowly, and then as the day starts to go, start to pick up the volume and end up somewhere around here. Yeah, so that seems about a little bit more fair. So here, and then there. So let's see, the hourly basis. Well, yeah, let's take a look at the hourly basis. We've got quite the bull flag there, as you guys can see. It's quite the long staff, and it's forming quite well. Let's take a look at the MACD, VWAP, and RSI. So MACD is it's looking fair. I mean, it's starting to taper off, and soon there will be a point where they're going to converge. Either the bull run will continue and bounce, or it will fail and then fail back down here. That's something you guys want to look out for. The RSI is it's a little high, but we have been running higher in prices, so that seems fair. It doesn't seem to be exaggerated. From a daily time frame, I think we're sitting pretty good. We're at the 50 for the RSI, and the MACD overall is hopefully we'll do a convergence here. So hopefully we'll get the MACD to cross over the signal and start heading towards the baseline and doing back to a recovery here. So if we were to do an equal angle, say maybe the end of this month, we will be back to where we were at all-time highs of 17. So that may seem aggressive, but if that's the case, I mean, if it was the same amount of time from here to here, so let's say 210 to about 3, as early as 3.5. So about a month. So a month from now would be around 3 411. You know, actually, I mean 411. That can't be right. It's a little too far. Let's see. Oh yeah, it would start here. So anyway, so you know, if you took that same distance, it would be somewhere around here in early April. So we'll see. You know, we may have a quite of a bull run until then. Something we'll just have to look out for because the RSI is pretty fair, and you know the overall time frame is looking good. If we look at the weekly, look like you know we're back at 57, so not too bad. That candle definitely engulfed the entire last week, and you know we are almost halfway up the other one. So it is quite a bullish signal if you ask me. So we might get back all the way up to here, then take a little dip, and then come back up. So we'll see how it goes. So that's about 1 to 3 weeks. So if we do about 3 weeks, we'll be around here. So which would be around, yeah, early to mid-April. All right, so if we look at this in another time frame, we will see that there's quite the 3-bar play about to appear. So, you know, if we look at the RSI, it's pretty fair. It's at 66, a little higher, but you know, I mean, that's what's required. We're about to hit we're at a resistance level. We've got quite the igniting candle volume. You know, it's a fairly big volume bar compared to the normal average. You know, these two are kind of look at it and you see how big that volume is. So that's why I indicated that, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw us getting up to around the 1250 area and then coming back down to 12. So I'm looking for that to kind of be the target to be around here. So if this was of any item here, so 312. So I'd say here 311, that's 530. So I would say, yeah, you know, but this week we'll hopefully we'll see a close up to here. I mean, that's quite bullish, but then again, you know, given these circumstances, it looks to be that way. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll be early next week when we get all the way up to there. So hopefully that'll be good. If we look at today's volume, I know the volume was a lot higher because I looked at it as I was trading it today. So the volume is 46 million compared to the average volume of 34. So we're almost, you know, a third higher. So that, you know, there has been quite a bit of volume and interest back into Nano Dimension. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was institutional buying with all that. So okay, other than that, guys, let's see how tomorrow goes. You know, I'm looking for if any of you guys help look at this. If you were if I was to give us you're wondering how they would play this. I'm not a financial advisor or professional trader, but the way I would trade this is that I would set my stop limit up here to where it would trigger just a little above the resistance line. Right now, the resistance appears to be about 1115, so I would put it at maybe 1118. You know, that's what I would do. You know, do your own thing, do your own research, and then the my stop loss, I would actually put it here at around 1069. I would put a little further down just to give it a bit of a buffer. You could. So, and then one of the things I was noticed is that if we look at this. Let's see if we have a ray here. Touch there. And then let's see. So if it was to channel out, as far as if it was to have a breakdown, I would be looking at it. Sometimes this thing does not want to cooperate. The next bar. So really, actually, if you were to look at this, if it went below that, it would probably fail. So I would say you could put your stop loss like right here at 1075. That way, if it does break down, you're out of it. But you're only in it when you're getting when it's actually broken the resistance. So. Other than that, guys, happy trading. Please do your own due diligence. That's how I would play mine. But I'm already actually in the game. Because this was anticipated and shared in the group earlier today. Other than that, if we look at the news, so I actually did some more digging with NNDM. So this was the information for today's quarterly revenue. So a quick look at it. They were close to they beat the consensus by 0.97 million. It was close to what it was last year, but they beat the consensus. The R&D expenses went up a little higher. They indicated that because they were starting to indicate that they're going to be concentrating on more on the next generation system, which is meant to produce at manufacturing speeds instead of prototyping style. So which is the natural evolution for their system, right? The first system was get it to work, but it required a lot of downtime and maintenance. The new LDM system now, it allows for auto maintenance, so there is no downtime. And then now they're increasing the speed so it actually works faster, and that's what they're researching on, and more materials. The net loss, this is where it was a negative. They missed the consensus by 16 cents. So, but they still today overall they know they beat the revenues. So that's what kind of gave the rally of this for the stock. That's what I would look at it. They have a lot of money in there, and so so here's the balance of 1.5 billion by the end of February. That include the last direct offering of 500 million. So this is what they're using. So we're guys, and so they're still looking to do all kinds of R&D efforts. Increase their staff, their sales. They're looking at AI for controlling the machines. So they did hire and put someone in place in there. And they're still looking at companies to acquire. All right, so you got that. It's actually the 4 hour now. So if you look at the 4 hour chart I showed you, there could be a 3-bar play there, and I gave you my insight on how I would play it. Please do your own due diligence. Other than that, guys, that's it. Oh yeah, and then the ARC stuff. So I found that ARC-W, these are the actual figures. This is why it took me a while to get this video out, to get these figures in here. So this is the latest stuff. They've got roughly 5.6 million shares in the ARC-W ETF, 6.8 million shares in the ARC-Q, and then there's those are all the active ETFs. This is an index ETF, the Israel Innovative ETF, and they have actually 458,000 shares in there. So if you sum all that up, it's roughly 13 million shares. And having a total value of 144 million. So that's kind of that's ARC's stake in NNDM as of tonight. So I think it's looking pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if the institutional buying Let's see if that was maybe the space ETF coming into play, or some other thing. So I'm really curious and waiting to see when that comes online, and if Nano Dimension will be included on it. Otherwise, guys, happy trading. Hopefully tomorrow we'll see this bull run here, and you know make out pretty well, especially with that long horizon of getting back to all-time highs on the weekly. I think we may have some runway for the next several weeks, but we'll see how it goes. All right, guys. Other than that, happy trading and see you tomorrow.